guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing very nice. I'm sending a lot of hugs and opportunity to all of you. Hi, if you're new, welcome to the channel. I really hope you enjoy the content, and if you do, please do consider subscribing. Today's video is another monthly haul, all of the books that I received in the month of July, but this is not all of the books. I went a little crazy last week because there was a book fair over here in Ahmedabad and I got 26 new books. If I hauled all of them together in one video, it would have been a crazy long haul, which is why I made a separate video for the books that I got from the book fair, so you can go and check that out. And apart from that, these are all of the books that I received. I either bought them or publisher sent it to me or you guys sent it to me. For anybody who is a regular viewer and you just finished watching a haul and I'm here with another haul and you're like, oh my god, does Anchal only do hauls? No, I don't. I am so sorry about this. This video was not supposed to go live this Sunday. It was supposed to go live next Sunday. This Sunday there was a vlog that was about to go live, which is me reading the Six of Crows duology. I'm already done with Six of Crows and almost done with Crooked Kingdom, and I was really forcing myself yesterday to read as much as possible so that I can finish the book and I can put up the vlog today, but I couldn't. My eyes started hurting, my head started hurting. I hadn't slept in 2 days and it was just not healthy at all, and I don't want to promote this unhealthy form of reading, which is why I decided to do the haul today, and the vlog will come next Sunday because by then I will definitely be done with the book. Next Sunday or Thursday. Now that we're done with all of the information, I am so excited for today's video. Let's begin the video. The first book we have is The House of Doors by Tan Tuan Neng. This is what it looks like. It is literally the prettiest thing in the whole world, and this cover is velvety, so the feel is so beautiful. It's mysterious but not a thrilling mystery. It's more about the mystery of being a human being and what you would do as a human being and the choices that you will make and those kind of things, which is why I was so excited to get this one. I love to read mysteries, thriller, romances, but I think one of the biggest reasons why I read is because I like to read stories about different people in the world, stories of a human being, how their minds work and to what extent can they make choices and how their emotions work, and it's just always so fascinating to see what human beings can do. Next we have Beach Rivals by Georgie Tinley. This is literally the prettiest book ever. I still cannot believe how awesome this cover is. It's actually really smart because the book that she is reading is called Beach Rivals and the book that we are reading is called Beach Rivals, and in the cover of Beach Rivals there is a guy and the woman herself who is actually reading the book, and you can see the guy in her sunglasses, and it's sort of like a whole wormhole or whatever in itself, and it's just so interesting. It is so pretty, it is so thin, and the blurb gave me hi Emily Henry beach read book lovers vibe. One bookshop in paradise, two bitter rivals, and a whole summer to get through. I really wanted to read it as soon as I got it, but I just have so many other books that I have to read and all the videos that I have to film that I could not get to it, but I am going to get to it so soon, and I cannot wait. Next up, wait, I have to show you the transformation. I hauled this book a couple months back, I think in my April haul, which is The American Boyfriend by Ivy Niao. I had not read the book at that time, and this is the uncorrected proof version, and guess what, it has already released I think in Singapore on 25th July, and we have the final version of that book, and this is what it looks like. And I have already read the book now, so I have a different attachment to the book. Seeing the final journey of a book coming from this to this is just so beautiful. I love it so much. This is what the book looks like. The pool and the woman in it and the red American boyfriend, it all makes sense when you're reading it, and I'm going to be talking about the review of the book in the wrap up, so do wait for that. And it's not yet released in India, so you'll have to wait for it to release in India, but I am telling you, get ready for this one. It is one of the best thrillers you'll ever read. Next we have Hello Beautiful by Anne Napolitano. This is another literary fiction book which is about sisterhood. It is so beautiful. 4 sisters are inseparable from each other till one man comes in the middle, and then we get to see what happens to their sisterhood, because one of the sisters already loves that guy, but then he is confiding in some other sister and it's all a mess. You guys know I love reading stories of sisterhood, womanhood, women best friend, so I'm excited about that. And also from what I have read in the reviews, it's supposed to be a very tender, heartbreaking but heartwarming book, and I love books like that, so I cannot wait to read this. this. I think it's also very popular. I've seen it in so many places and I've only seen good reviews of this. I got all of these books from Penguin. The next book we have is The Things We Leave Unfinished by Rebecca Yarros. This book is so special to me. Now, I got it in the Amazon Prime sale. I did not buy it. One of you guys actually sent it to me, but when I got it in the unboxing, it was wet on the edges and it was damaged because it was raining at that time, and there was no note in the package, so I did not know who sent it to me. But then I put a story on my Instagram, and then who sent it to me did message me, Vasundhara, thank you so much, and I told her that is it possible to get a return, and then she very kindly helped me through it. She got the return and she sent the book to me again. This one is in perfect condition and I am so excited about this for two reasons. One, because I got it from one of you guys. I love you guys so much. Just getting books from you guys means a lot to me. They are the closest things to me in the world. If there was ever an earthquake or a fire, I would be collecting all of the books that you guys have sent to me and running out of the house. It's that important to me. And secondly, because Rebecca Yarros is the author of the next book that I received this month, and the next book is a very special book, and that is Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros is going so viral. Everybody is reading it in some or the other format. I had to actually go through a lot of shit to get this copy for myself. I'm filming a vlog reading this book, so the entire story of what actually happened when I wanted to get this book will be there in that video, so do wait for that. But for now, look at the glory. This is what the front looks like. This is what the spine looks like. But the crazy thing and the most beautiful thing about the book is the edges. It just looks so good. It feels so good in my hand, and I just Hachette India, who's a publisher of this book, sent this book to me, and I have been talking about getting this book everywhere. I talked about it on Instagram stories. I have talked about it on my thread. I have said it to every single person I know that if there is any way for me to get this book and they help me with it, I will owe my life to them and I will be grateful forever. And then Hachette sent it to me and I am very grateful. I mean, the kind of mail I sent to them again once I got the book, I was like, Next, we have The Family Remains by Lisa Jewell, which is the second part to The Family Upstairs by Lisa Jewell. I have already read The Family Upstairs in the thriller video this month only, I guess. The month of July was so long, I forgot all of the books that I received, and I have sort of forgotten all of the books that I have read, because I feel like the books that I read in the first week of July, it was so long ago. It feels like months ago. But yes, I read it in a vlog already and I loved it so much, and now I have the second part of it and I cannot wait to dive in it, because the ending of The Family Remains was sort of like a cliffhanger, plus there were so many things in that book that was not closed properly. But I already knew that the second part is out, which is why I did enjoy that book a lot, and now I cannot wait to read this book. Usually this book comes in a small book format, like a normal paperback like this, but then Penguin sent this book to me and I somehow received a large paperback of it, and honestly it's a little intimidating, but at the same time reading big thrillers is always a delight, so I can't wait to read this one. And the next book I got from Penguin along with that is The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. This book literally went viral, and when I got this book, which is The Maid by Nita Prose, I actually thought that it's this book that everybody is talking about, but it's actually this book, The Housemaid. I have only heard good things about it, and it is literally the shortest book ever, so I can only imagine how thrilling it is going to be. I'm probably going to be reading these in the part 2 of the thriller vlog. And then next we have The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. I got this book for myself because it was utterly cheap. It was for 250 rupees. It was on my yearly TBR. One of you guys, Arya, messaged me on Instagram and she told me that this book is on sale and it is only for 250 rupees. And the reason I had not gotten this book till now is because it's not really high on my TBR, because the reviews that I have watched, some people love it, some people don't like it at all. So whenever there is like a conflicted review of a certain book, I don't really want to read that desperately, so I'm not desperate for this book. However, because it is on my yearly TBR, I did want it, but I do not want to spend a lot of money on it because it's not priority in my TBR. Does that make sense? But when it was available for 250 rupees or 200 rupees, I was like, oh yes please, and I was completely expecting a pirated copy, but this is not a pirated copy, and I cannot believe that I got this book for so cheap. Next we have How to Kiss Your Best Friend by Jenny Proctor. This is what the book looks like. Not much to say about this. It is a cute friends to lovers romance, and I'm always looking forward to a cute little romance between all of the crazy books that I read. Next two books, I already have a vlog on reading them, but I got The Queen of Nothing and The Wicked King by Holly Black. This is part 2 and part 3 of the Folklore trilogy. I'm trying to use the official name of the trilogy instead of saying the Cruel Prince trilogy. I feel so cool. I got The Cruel Prince on my birthday, so it's there in that haul, but I did not find these books over there, which is why I did not get them from the bookstore, which is why I had to get it from the Prime Day sale, because I could not read the entire trilogy without knowing that I have all of the books of the trilogy in my house and I can reach out for it whenever I want and read them. Though looking back at it, now that I have already read the books and my opinion on the book has changed, I don't know if I'm happy about spending money on all the 3 books. The Cruel Prince was actually a gift from Himalaya and he had to pay full price. It's just so sad. It's sad. The next book is The Launch Party by Lauren Forey. This is the story of one hotel, 10 guests, how many will survive. It gives me complete Agatha Christie vibes, if Agatha Christie wrote books right now, where you could go to the moon and murders could take place over there. I'm excited to read this one and I really love the cover. This is a moon, this is the hotel tag, especially the red blood coming down. I just love the detail. Next book I bought was Yellow Face by Rebecca F. Kuang. I love Rebecca F. Kuang. I have already read the book. I love what this book looks like. Like, look at that cover. It is so minimalistic, but once you read the book you realize it is so perfect for the book. I read this one also in the thrillers vlog, so you can go and check out my reaction and sort of like a mini review of it, and I love it. I love it so much. It has the velvety feel to it. I love everything about this book, like literally everything, and I cannot wait to read Babel now. Next we have The Last Word by Taylor Adams. Hatchet India sent this to me. Thank you so much for sending it to me. I love how this book feels in my hand, and it's floppy, and I like the cover so much. Taylor Adams is actually a very popular author of the book called No Exit, and I remember when I think No Exit came out, or when it became popular, and so many people were reading No Exit, but at that time I was not a fiction reader and definitely not a thriller reader, which is why I missed out on the hype and I missed out on reading it at that time. But now that The Last Word came out, I was like, oh my god, I really have to wait it. So I read it and I loved it. The next book we have is I'm a Fan by Sheena Patel. This is what it looks like and I love the cover so much. I was talking to Chaitanya on the phone and we were just talking about all of the books that we like, and I was telling him about how I like dark books or thriller books, and he really enjoyed this book a lot, and he read one chapter of this to me and I was like, that sounds like a book written for me, which is why then I requested for it, and Meenakshi was very kind to send it to me, and I have already read it, and you guys, it's a dynamite. Small packet bada dhamaka kind of a dynamite. The review is coming up in a monthly wrap up, so do look out for it. I just love how tiny it is, but how it made me feel. Next we have Final Offer by Lauren Asher. I got it as a treat for myself. I bought it myself from the Prime Day sale. It was not in the plan, but it was only for 250 rupees, so I was like, why not? I don't know if I'm ever going to read the second one or not, because I already know the premise of it, which was built in the first book, and so I got the third one because everybody loves the third one. Though after getting the book and seeing what the cover looks like and the details of it, I really want all 3 books now. Even if I did not enjoy the first book a lot, and I'm probably not going to read the second book, I just really want all 3 books because it just looks so pretty. Next we have Bear Town by Frederick Backman. I got this book because one, Frederick Backman has written it. Frederick Backman is one of my most favorite authors ever. I always remember how I felt when I read a Frederick Backman book. Also, this is actually part 1 of a series, and every book in the series is almost this thick, thicker than this actually, which is why I was not actually getting this book earlier, but then I saw that on the sale it was really cheap, and then I did some research and I came to know that you can read it as a standalone. Each of the books you can read as a standalone, so you don't have to read this to read those other books also. Obviously I will know better once I read it myself, and still I controlled myself because I had already gotten the books that I wanted. But then Rutvik messaged me and he was like, he got Bear Town, and I was like, oh, you did? And he was like, yeah. And then I was like, I don't know if I will enjoy it, it's about hockey, like I don't know. And he just said one line to me and I was like, okay. He was like, oh, the character development and all is really good in it and everybody loves it, and that was enough to convince me to buy it, because I really did not need any convincing. I just needed one other person to say to me that you should get this book, and that is it. I was influenced that easily into buying this book. Next we have Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. This was again sent to me by one of you guys. Yash, thank you so much for sending it to me. I think this is a romance. I don't know if it is a tragedy or not, and I'm so worried about that, but because it says Things We Never Got Over, it just sounds like it will be a tragedy, and if it will be a tragedy then I'll be really sad. But what I do know is this book is insanely viral. So many people love it, so many people also don't like it, so I'm excited to read it and see what it will be like. In the end, I got another book from one of you guys in the Prime Day sale, which was The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. Arya very kindly sent it to me, and she sent it to me because she bought one copy for herself also, and she wanted to buddy read it with me, and I am so grateful for that. The only thing is that I already have the book, so now I have 2 copies of it. I'm planning on giving away my copy, the one that I bought, once I reach 10k on Instagram, but when I keep them together like this on the shelf, it looks really nice. So a part of me does not want to give it away. I will give it away, but a part of me doesn't want to. And with that, we come towards the end of the video. That is all of the books that I got in the month of July. I really hope you enjoyed the video. You have a vlog and a lot of new fresh recommendations coming up next week, so do look out for that. I'll see you guys again very soon.